How are you?
How many of you are coming to the concert tonight? Yeah! How about the rest of you?
It's going to be a great night tonight. Mark Sheppard will be there playing drums. We have a nice little Mark Sheppard section.
We do?
Yeah.
On my own in a bubble somewhere?
It's not on stage. Look at that.
Oh, it's in the green room. Right, well, I'll see you in a bit. Come and get me when you're done. All right. Hey, guys. So feeble, you lot. Saturday sleeping. What do you want? Hello? Hello?
Hi. I was wondering what your favorite band or singer is.
Well, my favorite what?
Band or singer.
Band or singer? Band.
Hi.
Hi.
You've worked on so many large shows.
You calling me old?
Seasoned.
Large? You calling me fat? Large? No.
Battlestar Galactica, X-Files, etc.
Are you gonna list them all?
No, not too long.
Don't.
And how does your experience on those shows compare to working on something like Supernatural for as long as you did?
Taller. 6'5", 6'2". Really annoying. Great question. Next. It's going to be really fast. I'll be out of here in about 10 minutes.
Hi.
Hi.
So I was just wondering if you could be doing a job behind the scenes on set.
Why?
What would it be? Because it's an alternate dimension where you're doing a job behind
Why?
the scenes on set.
Listen, I have a phrase when things like this happen. It goes like this. Write your own fan fiction. Not my job. This is going to go like really great. I'm liking this. Come on.
Hi, my name is Rose and this is my first convention.
Oh, good. So this never happens at conventions, right? So when, I'm just going to tell you, this is not a normal thing that happens at conventions. So when you get to a microphone and you ask a question, most people stand on the stage and they're really polite and stuff. I just come down and terrorize you and make you laugh.
First of all, the first thing I saw you was actually Firefly. It wasn't Superman.
I was in a lot of things before that too.
I would like to know, do you remember the episode where you said that and they find Taylor? I would like to know what the Taylor's name is.
Listen, I'm old, right? I'm old, but I'm not that old. I can remember it. My tailor at the time was Ted Baker. His real name's Richard. So, God owned Ted Baker made those suits. They were my suits. My tailor. So if they ate my tailor, he went out of business, which is kind of interesting. But that's why nobody can find a copy of the real tailor. Because it's a Ted Baker tailor from that era.
Thank you.
Good question. I like that. That was thought out. That was considered. Surprise me!
Hi, my name is Jessie. I'm a high school librarian.
Don't Yes, thank you. Well done.
I want to know what book would Crowley secretly love but never admit?
Dante's Inferno.
Thank you.
You don't teach that at school. God damn these questions. How you guys doing? You good? So this is a clue. You actually need to think of better questions. Not clever questions, better questions. What?
I'm really intimidated now, but I'm
good.
So I'm not going to list the shows, but obviously you've been on a few shows that have had a massive cult following, this one included.
Sorry, what was that?
You've been on a few shows that have had a...
That's not a question, yeah, right? This is just like a big long statement.
It's a preamble, it's a preamble. There's always... I know, I'm sorry. Do you have a show that you grew up with that had a cult following, you feel like, and how did that affect you?
Flintstones. So hundreds of shows. I mean, what's your real question? Think about it. What's your real question? What do you want to know?
Everything.
Okay, it all started in a small 50,000 watt radio station, Fresno, California. No, That's a weird, obscure reference to the Mary Tyler Moore Show. That's where it's at.
I got nothing. The question I asked, I already overthought for 3 days, so.
3 days?
3 days.
That's the best you could come out
I
with.
know. That's rough.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll see you next year. Now we've got a question. Go on.
Okay, I don't know if this is going to be better or not, but I wanted to ask you about how you do different accents in different shows. For example, like I actually first saw you in Doctor Who, and like your American accent was pretty damn spot on. So I was wondering, like,
It's a big country. It could have come from anywhere.
I was wondering, like, how do you train yourself to like actually be able to put
know.
on a new accent?
No idea.
That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
Just being honest. It's like, I know Moffat was like, yeah, we went all the way to America to get a British person to play American and British television. It was funny, and then at the time I was the voice of BBC America. So it was me with an English accent introducing me with an American accent on American TV for a British show in America. Go ahead.
Hi, Sheppard. I love you, to be honest.
A little bit familiar. This is Canada after all, isn't it?
Yes. So,
How do you get 100 Canadians out of the swimming pool? Say, please get out of the swimming pool.
you know what? You're not wrong. When we stub our foot on a table or a chair leg, we do say sorry to said furniture.
Right,
So,
but here's the thing, sorry doesn't mean sorry, it means you.
that
Too many years to work that out. Suddenly passive aggressive.
too.
I always
Yeah.
thought you were really polite, you're not, you're just passive aggressive.
It depends on our day.
I'm a big fan of Shawsey, so I totally get it.
So, my actual question is, your
Awesome, that's another way of saying F you, I'm trying to answer. Go ahead.
So your father, William Morgan Sheppard,
I
was
know
a
who he was,
fantastic. Sorry. Well, he was a fantastic actor. What was the single best piece of advice, of acting advice, he actually gave you?
But it wasn't his, it
No.
was a piece from, it's his favourite things, that Richard Burton. So Richard Burton, who was an amazing Welsh actor, once had a young actor come up to him, which is a scary thing to do, because he was a particularly scary dude. And he said, Mr. Burton, how do you do the acting? It was literally what he asked him, how do you do the acting? And the guy took pity on him and said, what you do is you give the other actor your whole heart. And if he doesn't give it you back, you kick the shit out of him. And that's pretty much my philosophy. You know, there's two types of characters that are worth playing, in my opinion. One is the guy that sells them out before they leave the planet, which is technically Dr. Zachary Smith in Lost in Space. If you watch the original Lost in Space pilot, it's in black and white, and he's supposedly a terrorist. He's the fayest terrorist I've ever seen in my entire life. He's brilliant. But that's the idea, the guy that sells them out before they leave the planet. It's a great character to have. The inevitability of what is going to happen. And there's a weird version of that. William H. Macy in Fargo is doomed before he starts, and then slowly down a mountain on his face, you know, as you're watching the descent into that. That's an amazing character. And the other one is the last sane man in the universe. And that's pretty much what I play most of the time. Unfortunately, the archetype for that is Eddie Albert in Green Acres. He's the only sane man in the universe at all, which is absolutely brilliant to do. And I tend to play the last sane man in the universe. If everyone just listened to Crowley, the world would have gone on a lot better and a lot faster. And everything would have happened the way it was supposed to happen. So the stupid Winchester's messing up stupid stuff. Ridiculously stupid angel messing up everything that he's ever done. He's on a TV show for 45 years and he hasn't learned anything. You know, it's kind of scary. But I like Steve, by the way. Steve was smart. Castiel was dumb as a brick. So kind of interesting. But Crowley was the last sane man in the universe, as was Romo Lampkin, as was a lot of those characters, which is a very different place to play. Where you're the keeper of secrets, you're the keeper of an overview, you're the keeper of the story, you're a keeper of something that's different than the lead guys who know absolutely nothing and just have to keep reacting to what happens to them. And they have some sort of altruistic concept of right and wrong and good and evil. That's why we love them, right? That's why the themes are so pervasive and so interesting. But Crowley is just trying to work out how to get crowdy shit done. And that's, you know, oh, for God's sakes, just get on with it. You know, so pretty much the way I did handle questions and everything else. Same thing. Last time in the universe, you're all idiots. You know what I mean? It's a weird place to come from. The funny thing is, not a lot of you know Mark. A lot of you think you know Crowley. If I don't come with a bit of Crowley and give you a horrible attitude and refuse to answer your questions and say what you say is dumb and scare the hell out of you and intimidate you here, you think something's wrong with me. I'm generally a kind of weirdly shy, kind person with a big mouth. It's an odd thing to be, gregarious but incredibly shy at the same time. And you know, I have certain mental health disorders and certain neurological nuances, should we say. And some of which are useful, but not good for making friends and not good for keeping friends. But I know I'm not alone in that count, so it's kind of wonderful, you know. And places like this and things like this bring us all together and make us and remind us that we're not alone and that we may be different, but we're not apart from. That's the best thing. So I won't make fun of your questions because it amuses me. And it tends to amuse them. They're like, oh, I'm glad that wasn't me. That's usually the number one reason why people do it. But I will come and terrorize you at random moments. Don't cry. Never let them see you cry. Swear.
I have two
You can
questions.
stand up for this one if you want. Come on, I did 8 years with Moose and Squirrel. 6'5" and 6'2". It's the only revenge I get.
I asked if I could actually have a second. So
You can say what? You said you couldn't ask something?
No,
You want to go sit down?
I have two questions. One.
2? 2? I wonder how Welsh works in your house. It really doesn't work in my house. You're about the same size as my daughter.
One, what is your secret on how you look as good as you do?
Ooh, good start. Can't ask that from me, shit, can you? When looks it done? I don't know. My wife, actually, she don't let me go down with it. You know what it is? It's not giving a damn. I'm 62 years old and I'm past the ball.
I'm 18 from Canada.
18, 4 foot 9? You could rule the world with that. Look at Ruth. She's not much taller than you. What?
What's about all women?
Oh, you can do all that. You can do anything the hell you want. It's the good news. That's really what you want, right? Which means you can do anything you want. And being little is a superpower. Problem. What? Clothes work great. You can buy clothes at all sorts of stores. Except for big and tall. Which nobody likes big and tall clothes anyway. Ask the big guys. They're like really dumb looking clothes.
And so my second question, what's like the best prank you've pulled or haven't pulled on?
Going for one episode and staying for 8 years. Start a question is the best thing. Start a question is the, why are you so beautiful? Hey Mary, how am I doing? I got another ad to fill? Yeah, okay, go on. Hit me!
Crowley and Castiel are my favorite characters, and I love their
Who?
I love their antics together, and I just think that you're both in together. From your perspective, what do you think it is about the dynamic between those two that's
He is so stupid.
How is it?
Exactly. So he's a useful idiot. You know, I mean, no, listen, I love Misha with all my heart. It's very hard not to. He's an extraordinarily kind man and does a lot of extraordinary things in his life. But Castiel is a moron. In the world of Crowley, Castiel is just like an obstacle, a useful obstacle. I mean, Agent JC and Beyonce, and it's the dumbest crap you've ever heard in your entire life. You just like, spend the whole time going, oh my God. Remember a bag of honey? Oh yeah, it's just dumb shit. But you enjoyed it. What? He's a paperweight? Oh my God! I thought I was me.
Okay, I'm gonna take credit. She did it first.
I'm gonna tell him that tomorrow. By the way, you're a paperweight. I tell you the funny thing is, that, you know, I'm doing Crowley costume pictures tomorrow, right? Right. I looked at Misha for 3 years doing Castiel pictures, going, loser. You will never get me to be. When I get in costume, that's it. It's over. End of story. Well. And I was like, oh, for God's sake! So many people have pictures of me looking more like me. Sorry, I might as well do it. Make him happy. I went to Misha when I'm doing a picture. He's like, you're joining me in the walk of shame. And then Jensen went, losers. I was like, hold on a second, you get up in the morning, you look like Dean. It's hardly a stretch. Same clothes, same attitude. You're late, did you bring a note? So I was like, God, I'll do it. I've got the original suit, I've got the original tie. Kind of cool. You may have hated my tailor, but still got the suit. So I hope to see you guys there.
I will be there.
Oh, yes, you will. You can get your own back on me, don't get a Crowley photo. Or even worse, get a Crowley Castiel photo. So miserable. So miserable. What do you want?
I was
When do you want it? There you go. See, that's why nothing ever gets done around here. When do you want it?
actually
What?
right now. Right now.
Come on.
What's your favorite thing about Crowley and what's your least favorite thing about
How can I have anything but absolute joy at the idea of the word Crowley, let alone what Crowley is? The worst thing about Crowley is people didn't listen to him enough. What's your favourite thing about Crowley? To be absolutely honest, that's the most important part.
his sarcasm?
Sarcasm? Really? The lowest form of it. Yeah, I mean, the thing was, over the years, I had like 30 different writers writing for me. And at the beginning, they used to write really flat, and really ordinary and open, because they weren't quite sure what it was yet. And I sort of found what I wanted to find it, and then they started writing the gags in, and it got really, really difficult, because I had to sort of pull stuff apart and make it still work within the stupidity of no one in history tortured and tortured and tortured and tortured and tortured. Which ends with the preposition and drives me absolutely crazy, because I'm a person who went to school. But I was doing a convention a few years ago, and when I left the show, I figured I should leave my friends alone and let them go make money without having everybody come up to me going, when are you coming back? Or them being asked, when's he coming back? So I took a little sabbatical. And the last show I did, I think it was, I keep getting told, I think San Francisco I did. And all these very nervous people, such as yourselves, all held up paddles as I was walking around the room, and on the paddles was written lines that I'd said in the show. And there was about 80 paddles. So there was 80 different lines. And that's when I realized how much crap I'd said that A, people have remembered, B, some of them have got tattooed on their body. But more importantly, that some of this stuff actually truly had a meaning beyond what it was that was said, what it was that was just the words, that there was a meaning behind what was in it. So, you know, there was a period of time where they used to have me button the end of the season, so 7, 8, and 9 would very much stick me at the end to remind you of where we're going and what we're going to do. And the strangest parts of that were, you know, I did the Demon Dean moment at the end of 9. Yeah, at the end of 9. And I love the end of 8. The end of 8 is my favourite. But the end of 9 is his eyes open. So my last line is, let's go take a howl at that moon. And 3 days after that aired in Australia, there was a girl who had a tattoo on the back of her calf of a wolf, like a little woodcut. It's beautiful. But let's go take a howl at that moon. It was like, and be careful what I say. Never do. There you go. I called Jeremy, I was like, yeah, make sure whatever you write me at the end really counts, because there's people getting put in their bodies. But I deserve to be loved and interesting things like that have a bigger meaning than the words themselves. And so the lines that I've had and the things that I've said are little building bricks and little pointers to what's important in the show and what's important to me. I think it's a magical show. I mean, it's like, it doesn't work without the Winchesters, because that's what it's about. It's about the two boys. And the reason why that idiot and I are popular is because we love the Winchesters in our own way. And you guys live vicariously through that love of the Winchesters as well as your own. That's why the spin-offs never work. That's why none of that stuff, as good as it is, you know, as good as my friends are at trying to make something, it's the love of those two boys that makes it all work. And it's the themes and the family and the idea of togetherness and the idea of fighting evil and no matter what, you know, having something to hang on to that you believe in, you know? And it's powerful stuff. I mean, I've seen, this show has gone 6 years past the sell-by date, you know, and people have already started watching it in the last 5 years, you know, compared to where it was before. How many people here are new to Supernatural in the last 10 years? Look around, it's amazing, it's absolutely incredible. So you think, you know, the legs of this show are a lot longer than we ever thought it would be. And while we're making the show, we never knew whether it was going to be another season. So we get to 5, we're going, well, the show's going to end. And then we do 6. And it's like, oh, maybe we'll get to another season. We do 7, we do 8. You never got to a point of going, don't worry about it, you're going to be on the air forever. So we never knew if we had a job the next year. Sometimes we got early pickups, sometimes we got really late pickups. But it was a magical set of circumstances. And I find it really weird that you guys who watched it streaming have a completely different attachment to it than those of you who watched it having to wait 5 months for another episode. Because I was on TV for 8 years. When you're streaming it, I'm on TV for, you know, whatever it is, 4 weeks that you've decided to watch the whole series. So it's an odd thing. So when I was on, nobody knew if I was coming back, nobody knew where I was ever going to be in the show. Nobody knew when I was going to pop up, nobody knew what was going on. You know, we get another season, oh great, we got another season, you don't know what Crowley's in. Now you can watch it all in streaming, you know, watching 6 episodes a day. It's a completely different world, it's a completely different thing. Well, that's rookie numbers. I mean, I've done TV shows that you can't binge. You can't binge Battlestar. You can't do more than 2 or 3 episodes. You really can't. You can't, unless you've seen it before, you can't do it. Because it's just too much. I guarantee you can't binge Doom Patrol. You can't even work out what the hell's going on. It's so insane. It's the weirdest TV show. It's like, you know, great television requires digestion. You know, that's the way it should be. But it's just as valid, but it's different. Does that make sense? So, oh yeah, that's it, he was in that middle section. He was on Thursday to Sunday that I watched. As opposed to he was on for 8 years of my life. Which is a very, very different feeling. So, there's a weird attachment to the characters. So we're all now part of the whole, rather than some of the parts or different eras of Supernatural. I wasn't in the first 5.5 seasons. Or 4.5 seasons. But I was there for a very long time, almost a decade, so it's a long, long time to be there. So the process is really strange to think about. So people who are new to it are like, yeah, we saw you. So, I was there for 8 years. Our lives changed. Look at them in episodes. Look at them in the pilot. They're like 12 years old. Look at them at the end, it's like, man. Boys, men. It's fascinating. They didn't get any taller, thank God. What's that? Oh, okay. You're in charge. What's that?
I was wondering whether you had your tattoos when you're already filming, because you're always in long sleeves.
I've always had tattoos. I wasn't always in long sleeves. Remember the massage scene? I had to cover my tattoos, the massage scene, because Warner Brothers had a huge problem. There's a film called The Hangover. He went to The Hangover 2, and Ed Helms came to and had his face tattooed with Mike Tyson's face tattoo. And the tattoo artist that drew that owns the intellectual property of that tattoo. Mike Tyson can wear it, but if somebody else wears it, he's got to get paid. So he sued and he won. So Warner's was like, don't show any tattoos. But when I went to do Walker Independence, I was like, show the tattoos. I've got one artist, they'll give you a waiver. So we sent a waiver over to Warner Brothers, says you can use it, do whatever, it's fun to do. My tattoos are contemporary from 1720 onwards. So any period piece I'm safe. I could have been a pirate. Could have lived in Japan. We always had to make up new stories. So, where'd you go? Barbary Coast. What do you want?
So obviously you're perfect for playing Crowley.
However, if you were to go back and play any character,
No.
who would it be?
No.
It can't be Kate and it can't be Rowena.
It can't be anybody. It's going to be Crowley. That's the only thing worth playing on that show. Next.
Hi, so I asked Misha this earlier.
I'm not doing used
But
questions.
if you were an animated object in a dating game, what would you be?
What did he say?
Salt shaker.
What?
A salt shaker.
Idiot. Thanks. Next.
Sorry, I'm nervous.
Good. This will make it worse.
Sorry, this is my first one. If Crowley didn't sell his soul, what do you think he'll be doing?
Crowley never sold his soul. No. Crowley didn't sell his soul. Whoever sold his soul to be Crowley. See, we should watch the show. Again. So he's been, hey, there it is, sell yourself an extra 3 inches. Work it out. You look nervous. What's the next question?
Hello. My question is, how many chickens do you think would take to be?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You don't have enough. Well, if you think I just do this, they're all gone, so there you go.
No, but like you, Mark, not.
How do you know I can't do that? Watch this. Next! See, she's gone. Next.
What new music are you listening to?
What new music am I listening to? In my head right now?
And
I'm actually running through 2 songs in my head that I have to play later tonight. So I'm running through one of Christian's songs and a song that Christian's doing as well. So I'm very excited by that. That's what's in my head.
Spotify playlist.
Can't tell you. Both those songs are on my Spotify playlist. See, I can be evasive. I can be difficult. Still winning. That's what winning means. Hi.
Hi. So my favorite part is that Crowley he acts all tough.
Hold on,
but he's really
listen.
sweet.
Do you understand that this is your judgment, not my belief?
Okay, well that's how I feel.
Okay.
The question is, if Crowley were to give your daughter advice, how would that differ from the advice that you as Mark would give her?
This is the point. You write your own fanfiction. Because Crowley doesn't exist in any other universe but the universe that he existed in.
Okay, but if he existed in this one, what do you
That's
think?
for you to write, not me.
I already have.
There you go, see? So what happened?
He told her don't take no shit from anybody.
There you go, I like that. Well done, see? More interesting than that. I can see you filming me, it's okay. You're allowed to. Just don't be nervous. Own it. Is that a light up badge? That's really cool, only it doesn't have me on it. That's sad, you need a picture of me. Get one. Anyone, just me, get rid of that. What do you want?
Hi. First of all, I love your voice. I could listen to you talk for hours. And
Mary will beg to differ. Hours or an hour? About an hour, that's all we can tell you. About an hour.
I know you've had some health issues.
I didn't have any health issues, I was dead.
Oh, well, that's even
That's not a health issue, you're dead.
No, yeah. Well, I'm glad to see
I wasn't
you.
unhealthy.
I'm
I
glad
was
that you're
incredibly
not
healthy.
dead anymore.
That's why I'm not dead, it's because I was incredibly healthy. But I was dead because of a genetic disposition to particularly sticky plaque in my lateral anterior descending artery.
I'm glad
No
you're
blood
okay.
going through.
I just
Glad,
wonder.
not as glad as I am, I'll tell you that.
I just wonder how
That's not
that,
fun.
how that changed you, if it did, in your
Well, I'm not
personality.
dead, so that's the biggest change. The dead bit was the bit that was like not working for me. So when I was alive, I was doing my damnedest to stay alive, and there were about 40 people that made sure that happened. And they broke every rule in the book. And I'll give you the best caveat there is. With 15 heart stoppages, with 2 different types of heart attacks. One was plumbing, one was electrical 2 years later. So with 15 stoppages, 2.5 minutes dead on the second day, multiple times dead on the first day. I had no scar tissue, no damage, heart function for 30-year-old athlete. And I just had to have a defibrillator in my chest because I was at risk of sudden cardiac death at the time. I'm not now. So I'm not unhealthy. And if you come to the concerts and I listen to my drums, which I wouldn't do if I wasn't healthy. So thank you. I appreciate your question, but it's actually quite important for people to know that look, boys don't go to the doctor. Looking at you two, right? You don't go to the doctor. Guess what? If I'd have gone to the doctor and instead of having an EKG when I had a skin cancer scar removed, I could see you. When I had a skin cancer scar removed, I left an ingrown hair that ended up turning into what looked like a prolapsed cat's arsehole. Awful. Squamous cell carcinoma, which could have killed me. To which the surgeon was like, "You're an idiot." I thought he was talking to me. No, I mean, that really could have killed me. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done, was wait 18 months to go see a doctor. I'm like, it's like, that's disgusting. Let's cut that out. And then I had to, I mean, he literally took half of a panel on my stomach out. So, I had to have an operation to remove the scar. So I had an EKG, and my EKG's fine. At the time, my heart was probably 90% blocked in my LAD. And my EKG is fine. So it wasn't until I had heart attacks that they went, oh, sorry. If I'd have had an echocardiogram at any point, which I suggest that anybody who has heart disease in their family of any sort demands that they get. Women having anything serious, babies, anything going on, what do you get? You get a sonogram, right? This is a sonogram for the heart. 45 minutes, they'll tell you what the hell's going on, they're watching it function, how it does. They've done that, I've got to stand and go home 3 hours later. As opposed to dying a whole bunch of times and putting my family through hell. So, screwed a lot of you, don't know how tough you think you are. The next time, if you've got any heart disease in your family, you have to get an echocardiogram, in a brilliant story. And sorry, you know, I mean, they're getting better at it. You either got to have the camera up your arse or shit in the box. That's the end of the story. We're done. We're done messing around. Because the one thing you don't want in life, is to look at your family after you've been resuscitated and you're still not okay and go, I can't fix this. I'm leaving them in shit. I'm not done and I'm leaving them in shit. There's no trauma in dying. It's bizarre. There's only trauma in watching your family watch you die. So screwed a lot of you. If you haven't had it done and you're at a certain age, over 40, over 50, it's time to do it, guys. Turn yourselves in, do it. You know, it's like, that's the end of the story. Because if I'd have done that, they would have gone, you need to extend your heart right now. I don't know how you're standing up. So I managed to grow a blockage from 70, 80, 90 to 100%, where there was no blood going through my aorta. So I'm telling you now, nothing else works out of this conversation. We've had no fun out of this conversation. Boys, go to the fucking doctor. End of story. I hate to tell you this as well, my heart attacks presented the way most female heart attacks present. I didn't have tightness in my chest, didn't have anything in my arms. Mine was jaw pain and spit. So, girls, same thing. The incidence of heart attacks has gone up 400% in the last few years. Probably to do with the shit we eat. Probably to do with our, our stressful society, etc., etc., etc. Get it checked. If you've got insurance, use it. If you're Canadian, get it done. Right? My heart stuff cost $2.25 million to fix. It didn't cost me that if I hadn't had insurance. That's why there's 435,000 medical bankruptcies a year in America. Get it done, you'll know what's ahead. If you go have an echo, no surprises. They'll go, Let's keep a look at that for the next couple of years. Not, okay, your life is over. It's more like, oh, okay, we've got this, we can do this, we can do whatever. It demands the ability for self-care. That's what I'm saying. All right? Let's move on to a happier subject.
Follow that.
Oh, good luck.
Real quick question. I know.
I'm good.
I know that they're rebooting Firefly. I was wondering.
I have no idea. No idea. It's like, it's like, it's as though that's my choice.
I don't know if you've been asking.
No, if I'd been asked, I'd have done it. But I don't think so. I don't know if it's getting done. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? You never know. Hey, who'd you come as?
Well, I'm Castiel, so frankly, I'm a
Who?
bit offended by the hate. Castiel, Angel,
Never heard of
tall
her.
as the Chrysler Building.
Never heard of
Okay.
her. Tall as the Chrysler Building?
Yes.
How tall are you?
Well, I'm 5'1", so
Chrysler Building is 5'0".
just a little bit shorter. But my actual question is, so Crowley has a lot of alignments over the show, like he's good, bad, or whatever.
That's not a question.
Well, yeah, but my question is, which one did you enjoy the most out of all of them, like playing or acting as?
Ding ding. They got real scared about the end of that after 3 episodes. That would have been a great season. But I loved the stuff I did with Cass. I thought it was really funny. But that would have been its own show. Two strange people wandering through life, bumping into things. Kind of fun. Yeah, but what was your favorite?
I also really like the Demon Dean arc. I really like.
Oh, so you like me?
Yes.
I thought you just like Castiel.
I like Rowena, so sometimes I started off kind of hating your character at some points, but now I've grown to like your character a lot.
It's just because you couldn't afford a decent costume. I mean, that's the cheapest costume you can get from Goodwill, right? Columbo jacket. I'll take a blue tie. Nobody wants.
I did drift it all, so you're kind of accurate about that.
I love your honesty, darling. That's what I always say. Listen, as I said, I love Misha with all my heart. Castiel's a moron. That's why you love him so much. You just want to look after him. That's the whole fun thing about it. But we each have our place in the story, which I like.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I can't be too mean.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I was wondering if Tricky MC is thinking about coming to the States at all.
Yeah. We are thinking, we're just trying to work out what, where, when, how. Yeah, I mean, the best person to ask about that is Billy. Billy he's the keeper of our secrets. So I just follow wherever he decides we're going. I'll be like, sure, I'll do it. So I've been enjoying it. Tricky MC is the band with Paul Corella and Billy Moran. A lot of fun, Andy show. We've got things to do. Definitely got things to do in the next 12 months. So it's going to be a lot of fun. My pleasure. Good question. What?
At Crossroads, while you were unwrapping my picture, you were a little preoccupied telling the person next to you how the schedule wasn't going to fucking work for you because you wanted the band set up right now.
The schedule
The schedule wasn't going to work for you because the band setup was wrong. So is that
Just
why the
the what
band
was
is
what?
set up now?
I can't understand what you're saying.
You wanted the band set up at 3.
I've never had that conversation in my
Yes,
life.
you did. Well,
Nope.
you were saying it.
Nope, absolutely not. The weirdest thing is I have the strangest form of OCD. I can't tell you what I said on November the 13th, 1983, but I can guarantee you I can tell you if I didn't. And I'm telling you you're wrong, and I'll prove it to you. What exactly did I say?
You said it wasn't going to
Exactly.
work.
No, exactly.
It wasn't going to fucking work.
The schedule isn't going to fucking work, so we've added a bit now. Go on. Now what? Why?
You wanted the schedule, you wanted it set up at 3 so you could do sound check. And they had you scheduled for fan meets, they had you scheduled for a piano, and so you couldn't even get in until after the section closed at 5. So is that why the band is set up now and doing in between things?
No. But close, but that's not exactly what happened. The point being is, when they're asking me what is the ultimate or the opportune way of doing something, I'll always give them an answer. But the trouble is when I was doing Crossroads, I was also working. the band is set up because the band plays throughout the day. The setup changes a little for the evening. We have a sound check at a regular time, which we always start at 8 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock when the doors open, we're ready to go, having prepped the stuff that we're doing. But not quite exactly what you're saying, but I'm telling you, I know. We're going to argue on that one. We're going to argue on that one forever. Hey, now there's somebody who came dressed as me.
Hi. Just more specifically as my favorite outfit of yours from the show, because I feel like it gets no recognition.
That's just Thursday to me.
But my question is that how do you feel about being shipped within the family?
I don't. I don't.
You don't?
I don't. It's not my business. I love the fact that you guys have imaginations. I love the fact that you guys love what you love and care about what you care about. And you can ship anything the hell you want as far as I'm concerned. It's got nothing to do with me. I didn't write the show. But that's the thing. Imagination is a beautiful thing. If it spurs you to writing your own fan fiction or creating your own worlds, then wonderful. That's an absolutely beautiful thing. Isn't it lovely to have been part of a series that gives you that much that you feel you can make more of it?
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
So, Crowley as a character was a very motivated, power-hungry character. That is established. However, Fergus
has nothing to do with it.
See, here's my thing.
Here's your thing.
There was a rebrand in hell. What do you feel characterized as your character's backstory instigated the rebrand and the complete character 180 of someone who never did anything, never went anywhere, to literally working his way up to King?
Incredibly lazy writing on behalf of the writers that decided they wanted to create a mother scenario to bring Mary Winchester back and couldn't work out the fact that they already created canon in a very different way. I'm not Fergus. I'm not. If Fergus is a demonized soul that ends up in Crowley at some point, when did that happen? If I'm a New York publisher, was I always a New York publisher? Was I a New York publisher in 1812? What the hell are we talking about here? It makes no sense whatsoever. Well, it was a really bad day when John Badham called me up because I got this idea. I'm like, what's up, John? He said, we're going to find your body. I'm like, cool. My body, okay. I'm carrying it right now. He goes, well, no, we're going to find Fergus's body. I said, well, it's not my body. So, okay. So we were thinking of doing a sarcophagus and having your face and the thing, and I'm going, it's great, but it's a 4 foot 6 inch redhead Scottish crofter, not me. And he went quiet and kind of hung up the conversation. I immediately called Jeremy and he goes, you already called me, we cancelled it. So it doesn't make any sense. All our posture to you is this. While I think Ruth did an incredible job in what she was doing, how much more dangerous would the show have been if she was my ex-wife? We'd still be on TV, I tell you. Seriously. But it didn't matter to me because, and everybody else has a mother, why can't I? It's like the easiest way of doing it, I think. It's the way I looked at it. But it had that weirdness to it, that we were somehow related, but not close. It was a sort of ghost to it. And I think she was brilliant. I think she played amazingly. I think she said when she read it first, she thought it was his love interest. Which makes sense, because it was hidden. But it always bugged me that it was just lazy. Mesopotamia doesn't make sense if that's what happens. I mean, it's a literal hiccup in the canon. I went, how can I have a mother? Or just do it. I'm like, alright. It's kind of fun. Next.
I recently became a father on Thursday. So
Oh God, help us all. Congratulations.
What advice would you give to a new father?
Would you like real serious advice?
Yeah.
Don't take any fucking advice from anybody, ever. When somebody gives you advice, say thank you very much, agree to do it and do what the hell the person carrying the baby all that period of time wants you to do. You'll work out where your job is eventually. And your job will be your job and it will be different than you think it is. and it'll be fabulous, and it'll be all those wonderful things. But right now, your job is to support the person that did the work. Anybody gives you advice, thank you. Absolutely, great idea. Do what the hell she said. That's the way it should work. I love you all, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Look after each other, kind to each other. Not Canadian kind, real kind. Stop saying sorry. Sorry. See? It just means fuck you at Canadian, you know. But listen, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honor to see you. We love you all. You're very precious to us. We travel all over to see you, so we have our audience. We enjoy your company. As lazy as you are, coming over and getting autographs and pictures. But it is always a joy and a blessing to see you. My life would not be the same without you. And for that, I thank you.